Hello there, Lunar Squadron, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we have a video that we've been wanting to do for quite some time. However, due to the circumstances, we just haven't gotten around to it. But today, we are going to be getting into it because this is something that we are incredibly excited about because we believe we have found some incredible, new, exciting details about what we believe to be the main central planet, if not the hub world for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And today we are going to present all of our findings to you and some theories about why Cal is even on this planet, what he's doing on this planet. We're going to get into all of that in just a second, but if you're new to the channel, we would love to have you, and the way to do that is just go down below this video, hit that little subscribe button, the bell notification right on next to it. It will notify you every single time Andreas and I upload the latest and greatest Star Wars and Jedi Survivor content. Now, without further ado, Andreas, are you ready to get into this?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, as you guys all recall, Jedi Survivor will be dealing with some massive new planets in the Star Wars galaxy, and there is one planet that continues to pop up throughout the marketing for this game, the gameplay trailers, and even the cover art for Jedi Survivor. If you take a look at both the Standard Edition and the Deluxe Edition covers for Jedi Survivor, we believe that this planet that you see Cal standing on at dusk, at sunset, is this same planet that you see later on throughout the gameplay trailer where Cal is riding that winged pterodactyl-like creature through the valley at sunset. It's the same planet that he's fighting those bounty hunter types on. We believe this to be the same planet, and we have talked about in the past how we believe that this planet will be a massive planet in Jedi Survivor. However, Andreas, as we were going through this gameplay trailer, once again, we picked up on more details that we didn't even pick up on during our first breakdown of this trailer that might suggest this planet is even bigger than we originally thought.
That's right, guys. We're going to be scrolling through this gameplay trailer again today, and we just wanted to point out a few things that really do suggest that this planet is going to be massive and even bigger than we initially thought. If you guys were here with Lunar Squadron for our initial breakdown of this trailer, you will recall that we pointed out initially just how massive this planet was, and I think just after Cal has his crash landing here, you'll see that the quintessential shot of how big this planet is going to be is this shot right here. It is the money shot where you can see for just such a long distance here how big this planet is. I mean, Nick, this is massive. This is like nothing we've seen in Fallen Order. This is what we can come to expect in Survivor, right?
Yeah, that is exactly what we can come to expect. That's something they have mentioned before. The dev team has mentioned in the past is that they wanted to go for something bigger than what they had in Fallen Order. And like you said, we've pointed out this planet in our gameplay trailer breakdown about how massive we thought this planet was going to be because we believed this to be the same planet that Cal is on the cover art. So clearly this planet is going to be incredibly important to the overall story of Jedi Survivor. But as we were going through this trailer, we just noticed more and more details about this planet that makes us believe that it is even bigger and more important than we originally thought. So if you go to this next shot as we scroll through this trailer, you will see Cal here flying this pterodactyl-like creature through this valley. It's the same valley that has this town where you do battle with these bounty hunters later on. But I want to point out a detail that we didn't originally notice in the trailer breakdown that we had, and that is if you look just to the right of Cal, right under the wing of this pterodactyl-like creature, you will see this white building with two towers and kind of an arch connecting it. I want you to focus in on this planet because, Andreas, if you go to the next shot here, we have Cal, after he has tamed this mount, he's riding through this river, he's about to slice this B-1 battle droid. It looks like a completely different planet. You're at a different time of day. The environment looks a little different. But if you take a look in the background, you will see that same white building from the previous shot, which to me, Andreas, tells me that this is the exact same planet. You are dealing with very similar rock formations, a valley wall along the sides of Cal. So to me, Andreas, this tells me a couple things. One, this is the exact same planet. This planet is even bigger than what we originally thought it to be. And two, we will be dealing with this planet with different times of day, whether that means there is a day-night cycle in this game, or you will be coming back to this planet multiple times, because there are further shots we see throughout this trailer of what we believe to be the same planet that we didn't originally notice, that deal with this planet with different weather and different times of day. So this planet might be even bigger than we thought it to be.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right, Nick. Like, the fact that we might have different times of day here and possibly even a full day-night cycle, this isn't something that they've confirmed at this point, but I mean, the proof is kind of in the pudding here, guys, that you can see here. You've got that same little, like, river on the bottom right of the screen, and then you've got the arches, just like Nick pointed out, and it's just the same here. Like, that's the same exact building, just brick by brick, and then you've got, you know, the very similar river nearby. So I just think, like, it's a testament to how big this game is, first of all, and second of all, that we're going to have just a diverse feel even within this planet. And if you keep scrolling along here, one thing that we do notice is that there are going to be battle droids throughout this planet. You see the first one here as Cal is whacking this B1 battle droid, but again, you do see this rocky planet and more battle droids on it, and I think that's going to become a central theme for this planet in this game, and we're going to get to that in just a second. You can see even more battle droids here in this segment here. Again, it's that same rocky planet that we see with the battle droids throughout here. And where this really does get important is this shot here, where we see what we believe to be the bounty hunters in this game. This is, I think it's Dendra's in Arubesh on the sign. I think that's like Dendra's Cantina or whatever it is. But we know that when Cal does face off against these two bounty hunters, we see something really cool in the back corner of this shot. And it is, if you look to the top right here, that is what looks like the Trade Federation control ship that we see later on in the trailer. Nick, how cool is that? Like, I don't know how nobody's talking about this. That this planet appears like a core ship crashed on it, and it's this planet all along that we've seen the droids, and we've kind of connected some dots here where you can see that droids will be pervasive throughout this planet, and this is all the same massive planet here.
Yeah, you know, that was a phenomenal find that we did not originally pick up on in our gameplay trailer breakdown. And before we move on, I just want to kind of explain our logic behind why we think all of these various shots are all the same planet. And it's like you said, it all has these battle droids, this battle droid presence, and we think it makes the most sense that it's the same rocky formations, the same rocky planet, all of these battle droids. We believe these battle droids to be under the influence of these bounty hunter types. We believe all of these shots with all of this Federation content is all from the same planet. And I think what you pointed out, Andreas, with that core ship in the background gives us a reason to believe that, because if you take a look at that shot, you will notice the dish off to the left, and then you will notice a structure right above it. It's kind of a flying saucer type structure. And then if you go to this next shot, this is kind of what I want to talk about, what I mentioned earlier. As you continue through this looks like a completely different planet. But if you really take a stock of your environment and what we're dealing in, yes, I know it's a different time of day, different weather, but look in the background, we're dealing with the same rocky formations that we're dealing with throughout this planet. And then if you take a look at the core ship in the background, you will see that dish, the radar dish off to the side there, and then right next to it, you will see that flying saucer type structure with the tower on top of it. It's the exact same structure, just from a completely different angle. So this is just from somewhere else on this planet. So again, we're dealing with this planet at different times of day. We're dealing with it with different weather. Does this mean we come back and forth multiple times? Does this planet perhaps serve as some sort of central hub for this game? Why are we here so much? And why does it show up so much in this gameplay trailer for Jedi Survivor? Clearly, this planet is bigger than we originally thought it was in our breakdown, and it is more important than we originally thought, because it continues to show up in the marketing, the cover art, the gameplay trailer, and it doesn't just stop there, because we think these further shots are from this planet because of the Federation and battle droid presence, don't we?
Yeah, and I think, like, before we really thought of of the original rocky planet that we saw with the bounty hunters to be different from these shots of Cal fighting the commando droids in front of the Trade Federation core ship, but just coming to the realization that this is in fact the same planet also leads us to believe that this whole sequence where you are exploring the core ship itself, this is all on the same planet in this game. The whole core ship looks to be, or a large portion of the core ship appears to be explorable here, at least visible. You can see MTTs in the background. You can see how large this traversal sequence is here, where you can see more of those battle droids. And then we even have Cal fighting the Magna Guard, which this could be a different portion of the game, but again, it looks like that same separatist architecture in the background. It looks like we're seeing droids again, and what are the odds that there are droids scattered throughout multiple planets in this game? I'm seeing some core identity and some continuity between these shots, and if you give it a closer look and start to find those connectors between the shots, it just paints a holistic picture of a large world, perhaps the hub world for this game, a main center where I know that Respawn has been describing this game as having bigger worlds and having larger areas to explore. But when I see how big this planet is and how big all the different locations are within the planet, it's starting to make me believe that we're talking about something different with this planet. This is going to be the main planet of this game, right? Like, it's got to be some sort of a hub world.
Yeah, I completely believe that. I think we've established just how much larger this planet is and how important we believe this planet to be, and that raises some questions that I have for you, Andreas, for myself, for anyone down below in the comments to provide their thoughts on it, and that is, we see Cal crash landing the Stinger Mantis on this planet. He is alone with just BD-1. Why is he crash landing on this planet? What has happened that has caused him to get to this point? Is this where Seer is located? Because if you notice when he confronts Seer, she is located in a cave that looks like it's built into a rocky formation. So is this where Seer is at? Will that serve as some sort of central hub location where you will come and go and get missions like you did in Fallen Order, where you would go on the Stinger Mantis and get your missions from the ship on the holotable? Will this serve a similar purpose? But at the same time, why would Seer pick a planet? We do know this is an untamed planet, so it would make sense, but why would she pick a planet that has this strong Federation presence and these bounty hunters? Is this the homeworld of the bounty hunters? Did Cal happen to stumble upon a planet that he didn't mean to stumble upon, and he gets caught up with the wrong people? It raises questions about how do these bounty hunters and our High Republic friend, how do they become interconnected with each other? So many questions I have about why this planet exists so much in this game. Why is it so big? Why is it so important? And at the same time, the last question I have that I would love to get the thoughts from everybody before I turn this back over to you, Andreas, is this an indication of what other planets are going to be like in Jedi Survivor? Because we know there are going to be multiple planets. It's not going to be just this one. Will they all be as big as this? Will they all be as important as this? Or is this truly and clearly the main central planet of this game, the biggest planet of this game?
Yeah, I mean, so many great questions that I just can't wait to get answers to. And, on that regard, Nick, is every planet going to be as big as this? I mean, what gets me excited about that question in particular is, think of what we've seen here in connecting the dots, in learning that this is a majority just one planet that we've been shown in this gameplay trailer. That gets me excited about what we haven't seen. Like I was thinking this whole time that we've been seeing like a cross section, or at least like a glimpse of a little bit of everything, like a little slice of everything in this game. But now I'm here thinking we haven't even scratched the surface of this game. We've seen a majority of one planet, and then we've only seen bits and pieces of places like Coruscant and wherever the hell that Swampa comes from. But there's got to be a lot to really fill this 130 gigabytes of game. As we know from the Steam store, they asked for 130 gigs of available space for this game. A lot of people this week are questioning whether this game is going to run on certain devices because of this. This is leading me to believe that if we really are, if they really are going to be delivering on their promise for larger areas to explore and more to discover off the beaten path, that's what they've promised us, then we could be dealing with a large game, almost an open world game. I know we have like the hub and spoke model that we're used to with Fallen Order, but I mean, I think we're going to be bordering on open world size and scale with this game, and that's something really to be excited for, because if the Coruscant sequences are anywhere as big as this planet that we're talking about here, what are we in for here, Nick?
Yeah, Andreas, that is the great question, isn't it? Is what are we in for? Because throughout this gameplay trailer, we thought we were dealing with various different planets and small tidbits from it. But now it appears we've just been dealing with this one huge planet, so we've barely scratched the surface, it looks like, of what Respawn has been able to accomplish with Jedi Survivor. So it's incredibly exciting to think about, what about all of the other planets? Will they be as big as this? Will they be as fleshed out as this? What is this game truly going to be? Because like you said, Respawn is asking for 130 gigabytes. That is a ton of storage. This game looks like it is going to be absolutely massive. Perhaps do something unprecedented in Star Wars games. So guys, let us know down below in the comments what you think of all of these details we've presented, these theories about why Cal is possibly going to this planet, what he's doing here, what is his business on this planet, and kind of a fun one, what do you think this planet is called? What planet do you think this is? Because we don't even know what this planet is called or where it's at, but it looks like it is going to be this massive planet that serves a very important central role to Jedi Survivor, so let us know your thoughts down below. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for us for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, we will see you all next time.